Bosco.
In that second spot is the 32. This is it. The finish at Bosco Loam, the 27 out back. Has been able to move up through. He's getting under Wayne Patterson. Here they come, driving for the finish. Patterson comes up on the outside. The winner is Ard. It's over with Sammy Ard, the first man to win the Wrangler 150 back-to-back. Across in second with a marvelous finish. It is Dale Jarrett, number 32, pulling up to congratulate Sammy Ard. Finishing in third spot was Dale Earnhardt. Wayne Patterson, I believe, will get fourth at the line as Jack Ingram fell back a spot as they came across.
If a move is going to be made, it's going to have to be done soon. Bodine decides that he might go outside, but can't see any racetrack. Cannot make the pass. Here they come in turns 3 and 4. Jeff Bodine cannot find an opportunity. He's blocked by Ron Bouchard off of turn number 4. Here they come, and it's going to be Ron Bouchard winning as Jeff Bodine dug to the inside at the start-finish line and wound up just about the length of the car behind Ron Bouchard and Bobby Allison, who I think got off the accelerator coming off of the fourth turn, realizing that he couldn't pass both cars. Allison finishes in third spot.
Lap. Waltrip leads. Allison charges in turn 3. They brush. Speed moves up in 4, and all three hurtle down the tri-oval. The crowd roars. Allison and Waltrip bash together. It's Allison by a foot, Waltrip second, Lake Speed third, and a record 87,000 spectators lose control, breaking into hysterical pandemonium.
Has Baker tried to save anything? Here's Bonnet coming to the inside. 3 wide behind them. Bonnet going to the inside. Cale Yarborough comes through. Baker falls to third.
Baker was a sitting duck, no question about it. He knew it. There was nothing he could do about it other than to try to draft back past him.
All right, keep your eye on number 28, Cale Yarborough, who's qualified for Daytona 500 at 201 miles an hour. He's got one shot left. Here they come to the line. Yarborough down the inside. Bonnet throws the block. Give it to Bonnet. 2 years in a row, he wins the Clash.
The first driver to ever do so.
First driver
to win 2 clashes.
And he does it back-to-back. Richard Petty, your reaction, please, sir.
Well, I tell you what, they done the only thing they could do, and Bonnet done the only thing he could do against to keep Cale back there. He done a good job. He done a super job, made the move at the right time, and he couldn't have done a better job than what he done.
Won the 125-mile qualifying races before, but this is absolutely one of the most impressive performances by Yarborough in any car in this race as he drew away from the draft. He's won this race on 4 previous occasions. He's coming down for the checkered flag. The battle will be for second spot between Bill Elliott and Baker at the line. Here he is, drawing away. Give the first race to Yarborough at the line. Second place goes to Elliott. Third place to Baker. Fourth place to Bonnet. Fifth to Bodine. And Jody Ridley went back into the pit road area just as the race came to conclusion. Have a word with his brother Biddle Ridley, his crew chief. Here's Cale Yarborough, the winner, and there is second place, Bill Elliott. You wonder if Allison is out here trolling. There he is, dropping to the inside again. Comes off that turn 2, drops low. Maybe he's giving it a little, but maybe he's pulling back. Here comes the 44. Last lap, Gant comes to the inside. Coming down to the checkers. The Bandit, Harry Gant. The Hal Needham car, number 33. Drops to the inside. Comes up on a lap car. Here comes Parsons. Driving to the finish. At the line. It's going to be Allison, the winner. Second place. Second place. From our angle, we'll wait for the call. Tim Richmond is going to come across. Tim Richmond will finish in the 5th position. Brooks was in 6th.
That was some run with Benny Parsons. One more lap, and here to give them all a heck of a jump.
What a Daytona 500. Allison looking strong. Yarborough looking strong. And Benny Parsons perhaps the strongest of all. Yarborough edges to the outside. Back straightaway, final time. Down to the inside. The move he loves. Here he comes up to the inside. It is Cale Yarborough taking first as they get into turn number 3, coming for 4. Down to the inside. Here comes Earnhardt. Earnhardt trying for second. Bonnet trying to find a place to run. They're coming to the finish line. At the line, it is Cale Yarborough. He's done it again.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Cale Yarborough crossing the line, winning back-to-back as the first man since the late Fireball Roberts to win a Daytona Triple Crown. At Daytona Beach 2 weeks ago, hurt, they said he would hurt worse in this race than he would hurt at Daytona because you take such a beating, and jouncing on this track is clearing away for the final time around. The checkers are about to fall, and it is an upset. Ricky Rudd has won the Richmond 400. The crowd is on their feet all around the racetrack, as thrilled as Rudd is to see a Virginia driver finally take one home at the Richmond Fairgrounds.
What a great run by Ricky Rudd. I just can't say enough. I'm as thrilled as it happened to me.
Here he is coming out of pit road, Buddy Baker.
He's going to have to get past them safely in order to ensure the race. There, he's almost got the one. He's got that one.
And 1 to go, but he'll go right by that. The battle may be more for second than for first, Jim.
But the winner will be the man who once upon a time drove a taxi cab in Detroit. And a sizable fare Benny Parsons will pick up today for his day's work because he's won it. Look at the battle for second, and Earnhardt just nosing out Cale Yarborough for second place in the race. The winner then, Benny Parsons. Second place, Earnhardt. Third place, Yarborough.
Shut off the engine, the crew pushed the car behind the pit wall and went to work on a broken axle. 25 laps later, Allison rejoined the race to prove he still had the fastest car, although far behind. Darrell drove the Budweiser Chevrolet under the checkered flag 1.8 seconds in front of Terry Labonte, with Ron Bouchard third. Dave Marcus, with his best ride of the year, finished fourth after starting 10th, and Tim Richmond rounded out the top 5.
Down the backstretch now, half a lap from victory, and it is going to be a victory unless things go wrong in the last half lap for Tim Richmond. Out of turn number 4, onto the main straightaway, Tim Richmond wins the Northwestern Bank 400. Harry Gant finishes second, Ricky Rudd is third, and fourth is Terry Labonte. Look at the crew celebration in the pit area. Tim Brewer and the others are celebrating Tim Richmond's win here today in the old Milwaukee Pontiac. Tim Richmond
Brings that car to the outside, going down the back stretch. Car number 3 hits the brakes for the last time, keeps it right in the middle of the racing lane, which is right down and almost to the apron. Lets it slide up and looks for 4.
Darrell Waltrip out of turn number 4 onto the straightaway, and the checkered flag falls. Darrell Waltrip has won the Trans-South 500. Terry Labonte finishes in second position, about 3 seconds behind, and Bill Elliott will be shown in third place. Well, the Junior Johnson crew congratulating each other on another win. There's Junior, not looking all that exuberant and thrilled about the situation, but I'm sure down deep inside he is.
Bobby Allison was in third place. Cale Yarborough on the backstretch, making his move now. He tries him low. He sails past Terry Gann. Cale Yarborough now is the leader. Less than half a lap to go. He holds on. Gann back in second place. Here comes Yarborough. That engine roaring. He still can run out of fuel. The crowd cheers. The checkered flag waits. Let's see who it'll wait for. Yarborough or Gann. Yarborough still on the charge now. Gann is going to try him low.
Neil Bonnet going into second spot, and now he's trying to close, trying to move in on his teammate. Oh, and we've got a bad crash on the back straightaway. 3 cars into the wall coming out of turn number 2. Well back from the leaders. Coming around for a white flag and a white and a caution. It's over. 88 Rusty Wallace has crashed. 88 Wallace has crashed. We'll try to have you take a look at it in a replay. Here he comes. Caution is out. Number 88, Wallace, finishing up in a blaze of sparks, and a car on fire. It is car number 22. Allison's car coming down for the finish. The winner is going to be car number 11 will win it. 12 pulled up beside him, but they were under caution. Richard Petty is crashing, coming out of turn number 4. Richard Petty has just spun and looped it, and his car lies right in the center of the track. An incredible finish.
Oh, Kyle Petty just missed it. Oh, he spins and his
Kyle Petty has crashed the main straightaway trying to miss his father. The whole track must be covered with metal and debris. Here's Bobby Allison backing down on pit road across the line. Car number 22, there is Bobby Allison. You see him on pit road backing across the stripe, still backing. Well, I've seen a lot of finishes in a lot of years, and I have never, ever seen anything like this.
I don't believe it. I don't believe this.
Well, here's what happened. Back straightaway, we had about a 5-6 car jam session. It was back behind the leaders, and as it happened, it set it up to leave number 11 up in front. The caution flag came on as the white flag came out. Just an unbelievable finish. Number 88 is coming down on the pit road. The entire front end gone, right side on Rusty Wallace's car. Boy, we're going to wait for the scoring on this. Now number 11 has just come to a halt. Hey, did I win it?
He don't know where to go. He don't know whether to go to the gas pumps.
Look
to
at
the
Wallace.
scales.
Look at Rusty Wallace, 88. Heartbreaker for him. We'll wait to see where he finished. 11 pulls up. Did he win it?
Yes,
crowd
he won
is
it.
on their feet. I'm sure he won
I'm
it.
sure he
Caution
took the
was
caution
out,
flag.
and he will go to victory lane because the caution came out as the white flag had been thrown the previous lap. When they came down for the white flag, yellow was on the track.
They're saying that Neil Bonnet won the race.
And now they're showing on the board that Neil Bonnet won the race. Here's the 11 car coming down. Hold the phone. Wait for the decision. What do you think, Benny?
I think I'm confused. I think this, I don't know what I think.
Junior Johnson's crew down there around the number 11. The 12 is involved. They both came across together. Now number 11 pulls back on the track.
He's going to the scales to put gas in the car. And
car number 11 going back. Car number 12 coming back out. Neil Bonnet coming out.
He
and they're
waves
saying
to do.
white and yellow. The 12 will take it. Neil Bonnet will have it on white and yellow.
Neil Bonnet won the race?
We're going to take a look at it again. Boy, what a night and what a finish here at Nashville.
Now he's got a half a lap to go. He's running 135 miles an hour. He can coast in from here.
46 years old and almost twice as many victories as his next closest pursuer. Richard Petty comes off turn 4, takes the checkered flag, and wins the Budweiser 500. Tim Richmond will follow home in second spot. Terry Labonte will get third.
Bill Elliott will be fourth. Fifth will go to Dale Earnhardt, ahead of Darrell Waltrip, Buddy Baker, Ricky Rudd, Ron Bouchard, and Jeff Bodine.
There's a high five for the picture of Richard Petty.
Smiling right now, and he'll be another one of the drivers that said he won this race 3 times.
He laps by second-generation driver Randy Baker. Up in turns 3 and 4, the Miller High Life Buick comes off the 4th corner, addresses itself to the starting line, and there's the checkered flag. Bobby Allison joins Buddy Baker and David Pearson as the only 3-time winners of the World 600. So Richard Petty does not win his 200th career victory today. Neil Bonnet does not win his 3rd straight World 600. Bobby Allison will be going to victory lane.
Well, you know, Mike, it's a shame in a way. Cale Yarborough really made a valiant effort to win his first 600, and the engine blew up, and it cost him the chance of doing that. But I'm sure that Bobby Allison, and Bobby ran a good race all day. He ran good and strong all day. I mean, it wasn't a gift to him. He deserved it.
You can see Waddell on the last shot just throw his hands up at hip level and say, I don't know, let's go for it.
It's going to be a 3rd turn win if Harry Gant does it. I don't think so. I think that Cale is going to hang on. Here he comes off the 3rd turn and down the straightaway. He crosses the start-finish line under full power, and Cale Yarborough has won the Vanscoy Diamond Mines 500, and the spectators and his pit crew celebrate. Harry Gant will finish 2nd, Terry Labonte 3rd, Bill Elliott 4th, and Tim Richmond unofficially in 5th spot. There he is, Cale Yarborough from Timminsville, South Carolina, a winner again on the Grand National Tour for 1984, his 2nd win of the year.
Win about 30,000 here today. But this would be his 2nd Grand National win. It would be his first super speedway win. As you mentioned earlier, he did win at Riverside, California last November.
Out of turn number 4, the man who sat on the pole with a local car owner is going to bring a Ford Thunderbird home to victory at the Michigan International Speedway. The winner of the Michigan 400, as the crowd stands and cheers the Elliott family of Dawsonville, Georgia. Dale Earnhardt will bring it across in 2nd. Here's his dad, congratulating members of the crew, and there you see the Richard Childress crew enthusiastic about the fine performance that Dale Earnhardt has given all of you today. Well, the Elliots of Dawsonville, they own the Michigan International Speedway at this very moment, and it couldn't happen to a nicer family on this Father's Day.
It certainly could. They're just some of the finest people in the world. Let's go to Mike Joy.
Across the yellow line on the front straight here, there will be 3 laps remaining in the race. They're now on lap 150, and a car is spun out. Doug Heveron's car is spun out in turn 1. So now the yellow caution flag may be coming out. Indeed, as I look just below us, the yellow caution flag is going to come out. This will, in all intents and purposes, perhaps be the last lap of the race. The rule requires them to solidify under the caution at the beginning of the next lap.
It's an incredible situation. Now, are they going to race to the line? This is an interesting rule situation, Jim. You are allowed to race to the line once the yellow has come out. Cale Yarborough did that. Richard Petty is counterattacking. This may be the race that we're looking at here as they sweep up into traffic. A highly dangerous situation.
Coming down the front straight. Here they are, Sam. They will come across the yellow line just about together, but Petty had the lead. By the nose of the car, Richard Petty was just in front of Cale Yarborough as they came across the line. Now they have completed 158 laps. There are 2 laps to go, and in all likelihood, we would have to guess this race is going to end under a caution, and Petty's going to win.
Incredible, yes, and as you know, you are allowed, I just restate this, to race to the finish line under the yellow.
Won the race. As they come down this time, you are going to see a checkered flag for car number 43. Richard Petty has won the 200th race of his incomparable Grand National stock car racing career, and an unexpected thrill for the crowd here, which in effect saw the race end 3 laps early.
And a sensational rendezvous with destiny for Richard Petty, who has political aspirations. He will now, not for the first time, be meeting President Reagan as part of the victory celebration. Richard Petty, on this day, has fulfilled a great dream.
In fourth, Harry Gant is on the inside in fifth at 200 miles an hour. All of these cars contesting for the lead. Earnhardt closes ground. He's going to try the high side. Earnhardt going to turn 3 at 200 miles an hour. Winds it up, fires it in there. And it's Earnhardt going in front. Baker to second, Labonte back to third. It is still Allison in fourth. And now on the inside, Terry Labonte begins to move. Labonte back to second as they switch positions and shuffle down out of the turn. Dale
Great for Earnhardt. They're racing for second back there. He opens the door for Earnhardt.
As they come out of the tri-oval, headed for the line. The question will be, who will be second? The checkered flag belongs today to the Richard Childress crew. Dale Earnhardt has done it again. The first man to ever win it 2 years in a row. Dale Earnhardt's crowd on pit road ecstatic as they've just done it. The first team to ever win the Talladega 500 2 solid straight times. A brilliant maneuver by Earnhardt in the last moments of the race.
It was a very
winner here. There is Jody Ridley smoking badly at the end of the backstretch. Now the leaders approach the end of the backstretch with Darrell Waltrip being able to put a little bit of real estate between himself and Terry Labonte. They set their cars into turn number 3. 2 more turns to go before this champion spark plug 400 is history. Darrell Waltrip leads Terry Labonte off of turn number 4. The smoke from Jody.
Oh, Labonte in trouble almost.
He's sliding to the inside, but manages to regain control, and Darrell Waltrip wins the race. Labonte second, almost lost it there in turn 4, but managed to hang on. Here comes Bill Elliott, and it looks like that Bill is going to finish in 3rd position. 4th unofficially is going to be Harry Gant, and then Cale Yarborough. So an exciting finish there as Labonte nearly lost control. There is Bill Elliott crossing the stripe. 3rd place right there. Labonte nearly losing control in turn 4 as he pushed it just a little too hard, trying to gain the lead away from Darrell Waltrip.
T-bone Terry Labonte. Terry's only challenger was Neil Bonnet. Neil in the number 12 car wanted to be the 12th different race leader, but he became the 12th and final caution instead, hitting the wall in turn 3. Terry Labonte took his final lap with a comfortable lead over second place Bobby Allison, a narrow lead in the Winston Cup Championship points, and his 2nd victory this season.
Harry Gant has the Southern 500 victory within his sights into turn number 3 for the final time. There is a little bit of race traffic in front of him, but it should present no problem. Harry Gant now moves in turn number 4, comes off of the corner and sees the checkered flag from Harold Kender, and there it is. Harry Gant has won the Southern 500 for 1984, and Harry signifies the win already by sticking the hand out the window and saluting the members of his pit crew.
Second place will go to Tim Richmond. 3rd place to Buddy Baker, but here's the battle for 4th and 5th. Going to the inside is Ricky Rudd looking for 4th.
It's exciting when your crew does a good job, the car runs well, and you come off this 4th turn right here. Sigh, big relief. Think about calling the bank at home and say, I'll be home with the money, guys.
Darrell Waltrip picks up the checkered flags, and Darrell Waltrip and the Junior Johnson team become victorious at Richmond, Virginia, and the Richmond 400. So, Darrell Waltrip, your big winner. Taking a look now at the number 2 finishing automobile was Ricky Rudd in the car number.
Couple hundred points behind them championship, but 6 victories, you can't really say anything bad about that, Mike.
Waltrip into turn number 3 for the final time. Won't try to make the move on Baker. Here comes Ronnie Thomas as they move up on Doug Hebron.
He just passed the great Darrell Waltrip coming off the 4th corner for the checkered flag.
Waltrip wins the Goodies 500, and don't count them out of the championship just yet.
I would think not, because, you know, a couple hundred points, he can make it up.
Dick Bergeron is on pit road with Waltrip's car owner.
And the whole family team from Dawsonville, Georgia.
It's been something this youngster has wanted for a long time. Some of his best runs in his career have come at Charlotte as he takes it around on the final lap here in the Miller High Life 500. Here's Benny Parsons. All he can do is watch. He'll come home second. Here's Elliott out of the 4th corner.
Checkered flag waving from the starter and off turn 4 down to the start-finish line. Bill Elliott notches his 3rd Winston Cup Grand National win of his career and gains some valuable Winston Cup points in that chase for the championship. He's come close to victory lane here several times, as close as 1 car length of the checkered flag, but he'll be the man we'll meet in victory lane when we return to Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Brooks going down the backstretch. He decides to kind of hold forth there. He can see Harry again in his mirror. Harry can come right up and tap Darrell in the back bumper. Waltrip knows he's got the line. Out of turn number 4, racing down into the checkered flag, and Waltrip has win number 7. Gann is second. Ellison holds off Bonnet for 4th, and 5th place will go to Rusty Wallace. Here comes Rusty out of turn number 4, and Rusty Wallace records one of his better finishes of the 1984 season.
Right back at him, and they touch together. Out of turn 4, they almost hit again, coming off the corner. White flag, last lap to go, and that would have been a photo finish. It's Gann in front. No, it's Elliott coming back at him on the inside.
Yes, got the run in down the back straightaway. It looks like Harry's got it.
Gann uses all that power and takes the car into turn 3. He leaves half a lane for Elliott on the bottom of the racetrack. Out of turn 4. Elliott's got the room, and he's coming, and he beats Gann to the line.
I don't believe that, Mike. I don't believe that.
But I don't think Harry Gann believed it either.
Certainly looks like he has things well in hand as he carries about a 10-car length lead down the backstretch and goes into the 3rd turn for the final time.
Okay, this is it for all the marbles. $336,000 at stake. And Dale Earnhardt, who's been outside on this race, the Atlanta Journal 500, is about to step into victory lane. He's out of turn number 4. Coming down, checkered flag is unfurled, and Earnhardt takes it home. Dale Earnhardt is victorious by just about a half-second over Bill Elliott in 2nd place. A very happy crew for Dale Earnhardt and the Richard Childress people. They've had a lot of misfortunes with motors over the last half of the season. They've really come back strong here today. In the standings, he will hold off Ron Bouchard. That's going to make a major difference in point money for him as they come down to decide it. Terry Labonte on his way to winning the championship. Last lap, last time for Bodine. What a surprise. What a comeback for Jeff Bodine today. Checkered flag ready to fall. And the winner of the Winston Western 500 today at Riverside, California, is Jeff Bodine. Taking his first breather of the afternoon. Jeff Bodine. We'll be meeting him in victory lane in just a moment. The winner of the last race of 1984, Bodine in car number 5.